Well guys, it is now Monday. Welcome back to the channel. We are leaving day after tomorrow. Hey, nice little mini spool. This is awesome. Owie! Oh yeah, baby, we got a spool now. Bet you didn't know you could spool a non-turboed car. Dumbass. But it looks badass. That would have sucked for this thing to blow up right next to me. Car's got to get done. So today, not even gonna waste time. I'm gonna get right into it. Got the drive shaft put together last night. I got the new yoke and new U-joint put in. Well, I can't say new. I reconditioned this U-joint. Got all that put together, put in, put new grease in the ends on this one. Hopefully, I never cycled the car with this drive shaft in, like tacked together. Let's see if it's gonna fit. I really hope it's gonna fit. We're fixing to find out. All right, baby, don't do me dirty. Whoa. Oh, looks like we have enough down travel right there. All right, well that was weird. That thing went kind of crazy. Well, apparently there's two different types of caps. I didn't know that. So, let's see if I can hold these things up. So there's two different heights. Oh, hang on, let me see. There's two different heights of caps. Like, I didn't know that. So, I'm gonna have to play a mismatch some caps and make this work. I'll just buy another U-joint and have it with me, but if this doesn't work. But I have to take all the bearings out of this one to put in this one. Oh well, we'll just do it. Well, heck, dude. The whole purpose of a rat rod is to use what you got. So that's what we did. I ended up having to rob a cap from one used U-joint and another used U-joint to go on here. But it fits. And at full droop, that's how much plunge I have, which is roughly, I still have like another ½ inch or so I can go in. So let's put these caps on and set this thing down at ride height and see what the plunge looks like, how much insert I have in the transmission. Let me get these caps on right now. I'm not sure I could have made this any better. And the plunge on the trans, mint. Look at this. It's got like almost exactly 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch right there. And at full droop, we still had that about that ½ inch. Perfect. Drive shaft's in, dude. This thing drives. Like, I can start the car and move it around right now. Brakes work, drive shaft's in. I already know the motor runs. This is awesome. So now, luxuries like shocks and then roll cage, and we're done. Like, oh, back bumper. I want to do the back bumper. Oh, also, check it out, guys. Look what happened to show up. Hey, nice little mini spool. That guy right there is going to take up my my freewheel differential problem right quick. So I'll get the mini spool put in, silicone, gasket, pump it full, and dude, we're there. Like, we'll be building a roll cage by today. Like, it's kind of early. I started a little bit earlier than I should have, but I need to get this done. So this is awesome. Alrighty, guys. Rear shock tabs. Let's make them. Get the rear shock put on the car. I really thought we agreed. These gloves, they're not meant for sanding discs. Like, I really thought we agreed. Owie! Oh, right down to the meat. These were brand new gloves. I just put them on. Ay, ay, ay. Now I gotta deal with this and still fabricate on my thumb. Oh, owie. Right down to the good part. Oh. Man, let's get back at it. Alrighty guys, guess what? It's official. With shocks on, rear suspension is done. Everything is tight, everything is put where it needs to be, everything's adjusted. It is done. Shocks are on. And then, other than gas tank and spool, the back of the car will be done, and then obviously roll cage and front shocks. But I'm talking like rear suspension wise. It is done. Like, it is done. Bolts are tight, nuts are tight, frickin' spring is all tight, reinforced. I'm not even gonna paint the damn spring. It can stay rusty. It's a rat rod. It is what it is. Sand rat. It's been kicking my butt, man. We're gonna get to the front right now, like pronto. So let's keep going at it. We're almost done. Almost done. Oh wow, that might be too stiff. Alrighty guys, this is what we're looking at right now. So front shocks. I've got another set of Bilsteins. Came off of whatever car I took them off of years ago. So this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna mount them down here, right on the upper arm, right about here. And they're gonna go roughly that angle. So it clears the spring and it clears my original tab right here. And then after it goes up right here, we're gonna make these pipe clampy deals. They're gonna be right about here. And I'm just gonna make a loop that's gonna go up over nice and smooth. Just up and over like that. And then we'll put tabs and ears on the back of this with a bolt right there. Single bolt down here, just like it's supposed to. And then that way, this shock hoop is affixed to each other. And then it's also supported all the way down to the card, stuff like that. From there, when I do the front bumper and stuff, I can use my original shock tabs and drop hoopies down like this. And that will be my brace for the top part of my bumper. Excuse me. So that's what the idea here is on how to make the shock hoop and then the front bumper mount, stuff like that. All right, we're gonna clean the last shock up real quick, get all the muck off of it, get it painted, and then we're gonna paint our upper shock mount, hang it all up, and depending on how long it takes to dry, I might put it on tonight, I might not. I'm gonna call it an early night tonight. All I have left is a roll cage, and that'll only take a couple hours tomorrow. I'm I'm beat, I'm burned out. Like, I've been pulling like 11:30 to 2:30 in the morning nights. Like, it's just been beating me up. I got the car to the point where I know it'll drive and run and be normal. So tomorrow we'll do roll cage and get the car complete. Also, we'll do backbreaker tomorrow because that's not gonna take very long. So heck, who knows? Tomorrow we might be loading tomorrow night, so that way we don't have to do it on Wednesday. But we'll see how it is. I'm gonna get this stuff painted up. Oh. Whoo, boy. Alrighty, guys. Last day. Boy, I am burned out. Even going in half-assed decent last night, still didn't get much sleep. And this thing, oh, boy. Anyway, let's get back to it here, guys. So we got shock hoop, the shock tower, shock hoop done, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get that thing put on the car, and roll cage is happening today. I'm gonna pull the windshield off because I don't need the windshield to go to the dunes. Windshield's gonna come off, and then we'll start building out roll cage and start doing the whole back of the car. You know, get this thing put back together. OG backbreaker today as well. Let's get after it, guys. Come on, we got to get this done. Alrighty, guys. I know I said I was going to get on the roll cage next, but you know what? Honestly, I'm going to toss in my little mini spool just because I need that silicone to start setting up and stuff like that before I fill it. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this out real quick. Shouldn't take that long, and then we'll get to roll cage. All right, so note to self, the way this thing's designed, it's kind of hard to get the C-clip in. I don't see how to do this. Like, if you look at it, like, it doesn't go past the face to get the C-clip in, because I can only get the C-clip so far. Like, how do they expect you to get the C-clip in? I don't want to grind my C-clip to slide through right here, because that's just going to weaken it. That's a new one. I read in the comments the way it was said was, with some grinding it works. I wonder if that's what they're talking about. That's no bueno. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Darn it. Give me a little bit of time. I'll try and figure this out. So it looks like you have to modify the C-clip a little bit from everything I'm reading and everything I'm looking at. So I'm gonna do that right now. And it just has to be tight enough to slide down in like this. You know what I mean? Just tight enough that it'll slide through. And that way when it goes in and the axle backs up, it's still encased. It still can't come out. But they just designed it where that thing is just like that. I don't know why, but that's how they did it. We'll see. Yeah. Like, that's just how it has to go. I mean, you can't get the thing out. It's not like it can fall out once the retainer blocks and stuff are in, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes together. I may have to pull that washer out. From the looks of it, I may have to, because it looks thicker than the pin. Huh. Yeah, it looks thicker than the pin. Huh. It's almost as if the thickness of this washer is holding it from going in. So put it in with no washer. Yep, it goes in with no washer from the looks of it. So now, oh, that fits nice. Oh yeah, baby, we got a spool now. Bet you didn't know you could spool a non-turboed car. Dumbass. And real quick, just because I have the spacer off right now, I'm gonna go ahead and use this to transfer my 6 lug in here. That way I can re-drill these. I still have to get this thing cut off the back somehow, and I'll deal with that later. But right now I need to get at least the things punched so I know where the 6 lug is supposed to go. Figured that's the perfect thing to do. So, ouch. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now. It is noon on Tuesday. We're starting roll cage. This is like a good idea. Oh, what a dummy. Now mind you, this windshield's never been off the car since I put the car together. Hope it doesn't break. Son of a... I forgot to cover the windshield and I got welding sparks in it. Man! Alrighty guys, so I built this tool like 10 years ago, whatever it was. When I built the car, I actually built it to radius these tubes. So that tube right there, this tube right here, stuff like that. It's very primitive, I know. The stuff I have here. So it's basically a couple of wheelbarrow wheels and, you know, an all thread and whatnot. And you have to manually do it back and forth. Like, it sucks because it's a pain. Anybody that's ever rolled like thick tubing knows it's a pain. But it's the only way to do this. Like, other than having the nice hydraulic ones and stuff, and obviously I don't got that much money. So we're gonna radius the windshield. So it's gonna look identical to the windshield was on it. It's gonna have a dip in it and they're gonna go up to a point on each side. And then from there, we'll go back around with the roll cage. Let's get after it. And just like that, you got a little bit of radius. I don't want to go much. Doesn't have to be crazy, but you can see the dip. So just a little bit to give it some character. And that's what we got. Oh my gosh, man, this thing's kicking my ass. Anyway, long story short, we got a good part of the cage done. I'm gonna continue with it tonight. I got a bunch of more bars I still have to put in. Essentially, all the tape is gonna be a piece of tubing. And I still have another piece of 1 inch to go from here up, across, and down. And then I can put my little V-bars in right here. Just so that way the front has some type of shear support. Because again, it's not tube welded down here, it's just plate. And that doesn't give any support this way. And I'm not gonna put like a brace in right here, so. But my gosh, dude, this thing is kicking my butt. But I will say this though, it looks freaking rad. It's a little bit bigger on top than I wanted, but makes the car look mean, dude. Makes the car look mean. So I still have a little bit of work to do tonight. It's about 8:30. I'll probably be out here till midnight, 1 or 2. The dumb things that I think is a good idea. Ay, ay, ay. But it's looking pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Hey, my roll cage fell through. Yeah, that would be bitchin'. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna get back to it. Sorry I haven't been filming a whole lot. Every once in a while I'll turn it on, but I get sucked up into this and I just try and get stuff done. So I'll try and do better. I'll get you some more. But that's what I'm doing. Alrighty guys, all the bars are in, it's done. I gotta unbolt the whole thing now. A couple more tacks here and there, unbolt it, take it out. I gotta flip it over, finish welding what I couldn't get to inside the car, which is just a couple of spots up underneath right here, nothing major. Couple up here, a couple back here kind of thing. I need to finish up the rear bumper brackets down here that clamp on, and then sand, because like a dummy, I should have ran these things, all of them, through the disc sander like that. So I gotta sand these guys, and what I didn't sand, like a dummy, I didn't do it. And then clean up a couple of welds, some of the dingleberries, and paint this thing tonight. Once it's painted, I'm not even gonna screw with it again. I'm gonna start working on the back breaker, and tomorrow morning, Wednesday, I still have a front bumper to do. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning. And then also I still gotta get my sliders in here. So I picked up my material the other day. It's a big piece of like plexi, neoprene, whatever you want to call this stuff, plastic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a couple strips and make countersunk holes, drill through, and then if I want to add one or two, I can just add one or two. That way, if I want to preload that helper spring, I can. And that plastic shouldn't make like the clicky noise from metal to metal. So, but then again, honestly, if I'm already gonna be preloading it, it'll always be on weight. So anyway, whatever. Long story short, roll cage, other than welding it out and painting it, all the fab work's done. Oh boy, that was sketchy. Man, I'm getting tired. But it looks badass. That looks so freaking cool. Got me some whip tabs. All right, that's good enough. I gotta go finish the last little bit of the bumper down here and get these pieces welded up and painted. I don't think I'm gonna do the front bumper tonight. I think I'm gonna start working on back breaker, and I'll do the bumper tomorrow. I'm just getting burned out. Like, it's already 11:30, almost midnight. But it looks freaking cool. All right, so there's all kinds of junk in this tank. I'm not sure if this thing will make it focus or not, or if you guys will even be able to see it, but dude, there is all kinds of junk up in here. Look at all that junk. So I don't have any way of getting down in there. So I'm gonna try and take a little piece of a heater hose and I'm gonna connect it to my vacuum. And I'm just gonna tape up the end and just see if I can get this thing down in there to get all the junk out. I don't know, see if it works. I guess we just fill it up and use it. Hopefully nothing gets plugged up in it. See what happens. This is how easy filling all buggies should be. It is awesome when all you have to do is just let the pump do the work. You can get some fresh fuel through her. Woo, look at how yucky that fuel is. That's not the color fuel is supposed to be. Ooh, it's definitely pumping now. My gosh, that is no bueno. Ooh boy, alrighty guys. My gosh, I am burned out. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. But fuel system's back on the car. It's all done. Battery is in. Did a quick little battery tray modification, but I do need to make bolts to strap the battery down, which isn't a big deal. But now that the fuel system's all flushed out, we got the majority of the junk out. Let's see if this thing will fire up now and actually run. See if she runs. Cold-blooded. Definitely cold-blooded. She's running, baby. Got to adjust the idle a little bit. All I gotta say is, I'm calling it a night. I'm done. It's like 1 in the morning. Something done, cage is done. All I gotta do tomorrow, front bumper, gotta drill some wheels. They're already laid out. Whew, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Wednesday, the day we're supposed to leave. Alrighty guys, it is Wednesday. Day of departure. Day we're supposed to be leaving to head to Glamis. Oh man. Good news is, OG, done. Put the body back on it, bolt on sand tires, put it in the trailer. It's done. Sand rat. Roll cage, gotta go on. Gas tank, all that happy poo, stuff like that. Interior has to go back in. As far as what has to be done to it, I need to fill the diff. I need to make my little sliders for my helper in the front. And then I still have to go rob the limit straps off my Blazer because I don't trust the front shocks as my downward strappy thingy. My bottom stop. Yeah, not my bottom stop. I don't trust shocks. I always think they're just gonna tear apart, so. But other than that, just keep trugging along at it. Oh, no. We still have to drill wheels and mount paddles and front tire and drill those wheels too. And load the trailer and load the other trailer and pack all of our stuff and then pack all of our tools and then firewood. The day we're supposed to be leaving, I'm still behind. All right, let's get after it, guys. Let's make today go. Alrighty guys, car's done. As much as I'm gonna screw with it right now, I'm gonna get it pulled outside just to see what it looks like in the daylight. I haven't driven this thing at all, haven't moved under its own power, nothing. Interior's back in. It's got coolant in it, full of gas. It's got stuff. I don't have the bumper done. I'll do the bumper later tonight because it doesn't look like we're leaving until tomorrow now. But car's back together. Spool's in it, full of gear oil. Let's get this thing outside and see what she looks like outside. Well guys, this is what she looks like. This is awesome. Couldn't ask for nothing better. Hell yeah, baby. Now let's just hope all the suspension and everything works correctly. Because you know how that goes. Heck yeah, I got plenty of ground clearance. Got more ground clearance than I even know what to do with. I think I'm not even gonna worry about a bumper, to be honest with you. I do have to do an alignment pretty bad. And also, I didn't realize it. This thing loses like half its turning radius when there's a spool in the rear. In the sand, it won't be a big deal, but on pavement and asphalt, good Lord. I almost wasn't able to make it out of the shop. Check it out. Heck yeah, that is freaking awesome. Alrighty guys, that's sunset in the background of Wednesday. Should be in Glamis already. Cart, dude, shut up. Hey, shh, muskrat, get out of here. Yeah, I'm still so far behind between loading this car, getting ready to that car, getting the other car ready, stuff like that. Just behind, burned out, tired. It is what it is. So, long story short, I still have to make these wheels work, which means I have to drill them, and I gotta cut these spacers off the back of the wheels. I was showing you guys earlier, and unfortunately, so this is what I gotta deal with. These things were welded on, and it's a 1-inch spacer, and it's not gonna, like, I can't drill through the spacer because it's not solid. Like if this was a solid billet piece, I could drill through the other side and I could be fine. But because it's hollow, like it's not gonna happen. So I gotta get these things off. Unfortunately, I don't have the right tools and the right stuff. So, Home Depot, tiny little carbide tip. I'm gonna stick this in my mill and I'm basically just gonna hold the wheel and like run it into to see if I can cut it off. Let's see what happens. All I can do is not work, right? Oh. Alrighty guys, we got those things cleaned cut off the best we could. Now it's time to get these things re-drilled for the size that we need. So let's get after it. Dude. Oh my gosh, what a pain. I finally got one wheel done. It's been like 2 hours to do this one wheel. Can't drill straight, the billets walking, like I gotta get in there with a mill and try and do it, and I don't have a rotary table, and oh my gosh, dude. Next time, just buy the freaking wheel adapters. This is a joke. All right, man. All right, guys, so I got one done, one more to go, and then I still gotta do the fronts. The only plus about the fronts is they're 5 lug and I'm re-drilling 5 lug. I don't have to like half hole it or nothing like that, because like in here, like I had to half hole it on 2 of them, right there and right there. What a freaking pain. Come to find out the studs are too long, the lug nut was bottoming. So the next one should go way faster. Maybe only 1 hour instead of 2. I'm gonna get after it. I'm gonna get these paddles mounted. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about getting lucky. Saw I got the tires mounted last night, used a little bit of ether. Apparently, the tip was on fire or had lit and melted off. I mean, it's a full, damn near full can. That would have sucked for this thing to blow up right next to me. It melted the tip off. Like, it's still right there. Wow. We got lucky on that deal. Good Lord. Last set of tires I got to mount, like on the car, put the body on, and then just start loading. Don't you guys love some 3-wheel motion? Forgot to block the tires and the thing fell off the jack. So I got it set back up. Wah, wah, wah. I'm sleep deprived like a champ. It is what it is, I guess. Boy, am I spent. But We're getting ready to load her, see if she fits. Okay. Dude, like it was supposed to be in this trailer. Freaking flawless. Alrighty. Car's in the trailer. Loaded up and trucking. Eastbound and down. Here we go. We are headed to Glamis, Merlin's birthday party. We're only a day late, which isn't horrible. Could have been worse. So we'll get our butts on the road right now. Load it up and truck in. Back breakers in the other trailer. Our brother will be here to pick it up later. See you guys there.